Good, good. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. How's that look? Could you imagine doing a stream like this? I kind of like it. What do you think? Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas. I am the Bommus. Yeah, I'm starting hella early. I was sitting around. I ain't got shit better to do. You can see a little bit of behind the scenes as I prep for the stream. You can see I'm totally unprepped right now. There's actually a lot I want to talk about today. I'm pretty excited. There's a lot of crypto I want to talk about today. I'm actually in the mood to talk about crypto. I don't know why. I really don't. I'm getting excited about Cardano again. You know what? You guys have been bullying me way too long. Uh, all you like, oh, this isn't harmony, blah, blah, harmony, Cardano sucks. You know what? F you. At least once a week. And if you don't like it, kiss my white, hairy, Irish ass. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about Cardano at least once a week. So we're going to, calm down. Calm down. I do want to look at some, I'd pay $1 million. I'm kidding, but I'd pay $1 million for an allergy pill that actually worked. We'll talk. We're gonna talk about harmony. We're gonna take a look at harmony today too. I've been like thinking about harmony and what moves you can make, and lottie dottie. We like to party. Let's get a little light on this situation. We can talk about. Ooh, hey, look at that. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know who that guy in the camera is, but he is a sexy beast mofo. You know what I'm saying? I got get a little bit of chest hair. Got my V-neck, my black V-neck. I'm a simple man. I used to be, I used to care about what I look like, what kind of clothes I had. I can rock a black V-neck every day of the week now and be happy. And just go to like Einstein, like Steve Jobs. I just go to the closet and what am I going to wear today? Oh, black V-neck. Actually, I got a bunch of nerd woot.com shirts. I got a bunch of nerd woot shirts. I might start wearing them to get you guys all up in a frenzy. I know that's the kind of stuff that would excite some of you, especially some of you super nerds. You know what time it is. Besides, it's time to get ill. It's time to take my total human package. On it, if you're out there, I've lost like 10 subscriptions in the last month. My subscription count's actually going up. I don't know why. Greatest channel on the planet. The best alpha, life alpha, crypto alpha, stock alpha, financial alpha, how to pick up women alpha, diet alpha. Oh, you guys, I don't know if you were around last week, but I gave you the best diet ever invented that works. Most diets put you in a catabolic state. If you don't know what that means it burns muscle. You lose muscle. You diet, you lose muscle, right? There's some ways to counteract that with exercising and such, but at the end of the day, you're still going to lose muscle. This is the only. Well, it's I stole it from. All I really did was steal it from Dan Duchesne. No one's going to know who that is, but he was a bro ahead of his time back in the 90s. He's probably still alive. I have no idea. And then I took the Atkins diet. I mashed them together. I threw in some intermittent fasting, and you got hands down a diet that works. You'll get the 6-pack. You'll grow. You will actually, it puts you into an anabolic state. You actually grow muscle, but it's also probably the hardest diet, almost impossible to follow. Going back into ketosis like once a week, your mind, like most people can't handle it. All right, let me hit the mute button. You don't want to hear me gulp down these pills. I might choke. Get 911 ready. LJ in the house. What's happening, brother? My window's open, so whenever my window's open, it takes me. I don't want my neighbor or anyone walking by to hear me. Eventually, I get over it. About 10 minutes into the stream, and I become my normal self. It's a little hot in the room today, man. I gotta tell you, the summer's coming. And when it's 57 degrees out, though, man. Hopefully, that cool air starts coming in. All right, so let's talk about a few things before we start talking about crypto. Again, I'm early, another 7 minutes, but yesterday, I think people are over crypto. I think we had I don't know. It's weird. Last week, I think I had last week, and I had really high numbers coming in. Finally finished Bosch. Yeah, I started watching that this weekend. Was it good? My problem with it, I didn't finish the first episode. I'll get back to it because I like Titus Welliver. My problem I had with the show is it looked like her daughters. Ian in the house. How you doing, brother? I'm positive. Yeah. The thing I didn't like about so one of the things I loved about Bosch is it had a lot of great actors. Great actors. Jamie Hector, that other black dude from The Wire, that was like the police chief. And even some of the smaller players on the show were Mac's dad from It's Always Sunny was one of the other detectives. It had a lot of great acting. So far, Bosch Legacy, his daughter. I don't know about this whole her being a police thing, and I haven't gotten too far into it, so I'm gonna try and go back into it with an open mind. But I don't know that she's all that great of an actor. Anyway, I'll eventually get back to it. So this weekend I watched Hacks and I watched Shorzy. I highly recommend both. I've actually restarted watching. One of the things I do is I go to bed and I'll start watching Letterkenny. Probably the 5th or 6th time I've watched Letterkenny that I've restarted the marathon. It gets funnier every freaking time. If you don't, you got to stick to it for a little bit. Eventually it'll click. If you make it through the first season and it doesn't click, then it's not for you. But if it clicks, you can't go into it with a bad attitude. Shorzy, I think, so far, season 1 of Shorzy is one of the greatest seasons of comedy ever. And then I started watching last night. It looked cheesy. It looked stupid. But I was desperate for something to watch. Well, I mean, I tried A Flight Attendant and so forth. And I love Kaylee Cuoco, but I hated that show so far. I'll probably never go back to that one. I started watching The Lincoln Lawyer. The title's stupid. And, the trailer, one of the reasons I never watch it is because the trailer looks stupid as hell. They did a very bad job with the trailer. And then it's a very cheesy, kind of old school type, like the way they do the music and some of the way they do this, the cinematography of it. It's just very kind of cheesy. And then they also knew that thing. This is a new thing now where you just make it too dark that half the time you can't even see what's on the freaking television screen. I like the dark effect, but I don't know that we need it so dark that sometimes you can't even see. You're basically just looking at a black screen. All that being said, the show is basically kind of like House, if House were a lawyer. And I loved House. So I actually really liked the show. So the characters like House, but House is a lawyer. And the way they do the music is not like House. The way they do the music and a lot of the different cinematography, it'd probably be more something like, I don't know, Lucifer. I don't know, right? Anyway, I've really enjoyed the show. I've watched the first 4 or 5 episodes. I'm looking forward to finishing that off. Oh, yeah, the old show, Bosch, the old show. The old show is really good. But you're just watching a drama, right? and there's a lot of character building. It gets weird at times, but the Bosch show is great. It's not like Breaking Bad great, but it's definitely a good show to watch. Have I seen Top Gun 2 yet? I have not. I really want to watch that. I'm not going to the theater, so it's going to be a minute before I see that. I'm really looking forward to that. I've heard great things. It's pretty hard to make a sequel to one of the greatest movies of all time. I remember seeing Top Gun 1 in the theater. I had no idea what I was getting into. Two movies that I saw in the theater that I walked in. No, I don't even know that I ever heard of them or anyone even talked about them yet. And I walked out, jaw dropped. These are like, at the time, I thought it was the greatest movie ever. And that would be Top Gun and Back to the Future. Retro in the house. How you doing, brother? Retro coming in, man. I'm giving you alpha, bro. All I do is spew alpha. Life alpha, diet alpha, Cardano alpha. You missed it. We're talking about Cardano today. We'll still talk about Harmony One, but all you Harmony One bullies, you're a bunch of bullies. We're gonna start digging into Cardano. Start looking for some yield farms. Hey-o, Koska in the house. How you doing, sister? We're gonna start possibly looking for some yield farms. I was looking at my Harmony. You know what? I don't even know if I'm down like $47,000 in DFK. So that's not a fun topic to look at. It's not a fun topic. Old Big Dick Chad Knight was you need to respect Harmony and all your gains. I'm like, bitch, what gains? Overall, I'm probably down in Harmony One now. We were popping champagne bottles in November, but now it's like I'm probably down, and I paid a shitload of taxes. So, what is there to celebrate? Speaking of Big Dick Chad Night, it's 6:30 a.m. You know what that means? I'm ready to go on time in my stupid ass stream deck. All right, there we go. Ding 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 ding. The opening bell. I'm down 30K in all my well, I'm down 50K in one gaming play. Don't even get me started on the rest. Thanks for making me sad, Retro, you piece of shit. All right, let's what are we gonna do? I want to talk about Cardano. What were you laughing at, Ian? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Big Dick SETI. I'm down. So Big Dick SETI's got a short on, and he's trying to. I'm gonna tell you right now, Big Dick SETI, you're not gonna succeed as a trader. I'm not trying to. I'm just gonna start being real with people. I've been pussyfooting around for 2 years because I didn't want to upset people or lose. You know what? You can kiss my ass if you don't like what I'm saying. Get the F out. Don't let the door hit you with a good. Traders, people that try and trade crypto, 99% of you are gonna fail. You're not special, and the other 1% lie. Okay, it's probably more like 99% fail. The 1% that says they're succeeding is failing, and they're lying about it. And of the 99% failing, 98% of them lie about how much they're really losing. Trading futures, Bitcoin, leverage, and all that. For example, I would love to see the books on crypto face, right? The dude's making millions selling you snake oil with his indicators, right? If you bought the indicator, why are you at this channel, right? Obviously, that indicator is supposed to make you so much money. You got FU money, and you can go wherever you want. No, and he'll tell you, oh, you don't know how to read it, and blah blah blah. And he keeps the snake oil going, dude. If it worked, everyone would be rich, right? Hedge funds would be using it, things like that. Markets are efficient. You know what that means? Even if an indicator did work, it's going to stop working. Is he out of chewing gum yet? Uh, Ollie in the house. How you doing, brother? One of the big problems with this short right now is his carrying cost, right? Like, how I don't know what his carrying cost is, and I don't know if he's leveraged, but he's like 2 days into it. He might be up a little bit on the trade, but if I don't even know if he sells it now, if he even breaks even with the carrying cost. It's gorilla in crypto. I think it's like every 8 hours you have to pay a fee to keep the trade on. I got into crypto because I didn't have enough money to day trade stocks, and I could do it with crypto. Lost out on 200% profit in the first 3 months day trading. Then if I just trading is super hard for like a million reasons. It's hard, and it's hard on your life. Like, why would you want to do that to your life? It's kind of like yesterday I was talking about how I stopped playing Rust because it was ruining my life. I would I would build this nice base, and then I would sleep like shit because I was always worried about whether I was going to get raided or not. It's kind of a bad but good analogy. When you're day trading or when you're trading, you're constantly worried about whether you made the right decision. Should I sell? Should I buy back in? Blah, blah. To be mechanical is super hard. And to be mechanical and even right is super hard. I don't care what anyone tells you. For the most part, anytime you make a trade, whether you buy, whether you go long, or whether you go short, at that time, flip a coin. Because that's what you're at. 50% of the time you're going to be right. It's just Jack in the house. I missed you, brother. How you doing? So you're 50-50 shot. Now you can defend against it and do a bunch of other things that give you a better chance of success. Like you could go long this, hedge with that. And that's what leveraged and futures and things like that are for, is hedging. Neo in the house. What's good? Not Inglewood. How you doing, brother? Fundamentals just don't apply. Oh yeah, that's another very good point. Well, the technicals, I would say, for sure, don't apply nearly as well in crypto. Now, don't get me wrong. Part of the reason technical analysis works is there is some trading off technical analysis. There's some bots and some quants and some scripts, and will do certain things here and there by the big hedge funds, but it's all very short-term stuff. So if you don't know what these are and blah 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 and whatever, for the average person, and I mean by like 99+% of the population, just buy and hold and then learn how to hedge, right? Especially in crypto and stock market. You can buy and hold, you can do options, and you can hedge with futures. Now they have mini futures and small futures that are really good with hedging. You got to understand things like what your deltas are, and how to hedge against that. And I briefly talk about this time and time. For example, if you have 1,000 shares of Tesla, you have 1,000 deltas. You can go hedge with the NASDAQ or the SPY, what it's beta weighted against, and you could short like a mini NASDAQ future and hedge your bet. That way, if the market crashes, you can make money off that short. If the market goes up, you make money either way, right? You just lose less money and eventually the market recovers. What does LJ got us looking on, linking on? Yeah, 50% of the time you're right every time. Blockchain development course with JavaScript is out at Free Code Camp, 32 hours. Oh my God. Hell yeah, bro. Take a look at this. Let's pop on over. Oh, actually, give me a second. I hate YouTube sometimes. Let me get logged into Tastyworks, and then let's get the chat, let's get the desktop, let's get this link going. I'm actually really excited about it. Maybe I do JavaScript right now instead of Python. Maybe I do both. Oh, Retro. You're always such a ray of sunshine. You complete me, Retro. You're always motivating me. You're never doubting me. If you can't tell, that is thick like my penis with sarcasm. You learn from me. No, all right. It's time to be more positive, Retro. We're gonna stop being negative all the time. We're gonna. I'm body hacking. Dieting, apple cider vinegar, taking my vitamins every day, night and day, plus some during the middle of the day. We're gonna start thinking positive. We're gonna be happy all the time. Happy, happy. You're not like this in real life. This isn't real life, bro. I don't understand. This isn't the effing metaverse. This is real life. What are you talking about? All right. So I'm trying to be positive. Every time I try and be positive, you learn from me. Well, learn that I'm trying to be positive, right? So I got a lot of things going on, like Stacy's mom. Stacy's mom took me back, everyone. This is the metaverse. Bro, this ain't the. This is the Tomaverse. All right. Well, what are we gonna do? Yo, Zuck. All right, copy. I want to see what we got going on here. You want to know what's end of sell and end of service extreme networks? It always adds studio to the link, and I don't understand why it does that. What am I doing wrong, YouTube? Is it me or is it you?
If you're interested in learning about
Free Code Camp. Learn blockchain Solidity and full with JavaScript 32-hour course.
And longtime finance industry developer.
One day, wow, holy shit.
From this course.
Welcome.
Look at this nerd. All right, cool. It has thingamabobs. Welcome to Remix. Remix storage, Remix FundMe, Ether.simple. Hell yeah, bro. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to go through Google Python. My goal this summer, you heard it live, is to make it through this course by the end of August, and substantial progress on Google Python. I don't remember how difficult. I think the Python course is like several weeks in itself. Cut soda and booze. Ian. I still drink Coke Zero every now and then, though I'm working towards eliminating that. I haven't had booze in like 2 years. I haven't done weed in like 6-7 months. Me and Retro are LaCroix brothers. I do love me a LaCroix. I really only like the cherry lemon. Juice, yeah. Juice can be really bad for you. I don't drink. Most of it's like high sugar. I do drink. I have started drinking apple cider vinegar with lemon juice. It's helped with my GERD, I'll tell you that. Bubblies are good. There's a few bubblies I like. I like the like black cherry bubblies pretty good. Offhand, that's the only one I can think of that I really like. But I've pretty much been eliminating carbonated drinks too. So I'm kind of veering toward. I did have my energy drink this morning. That one's going to be tough until I run out of energy drinks. And then we'll see but I've only been having the one. Before I would have two some days I'd have three. There's been a few days I've had 4. I got a few left in the fridge, so I'm trying to work those out of my system. Yesterday I felt what it was like to not have caffeine for like the first 3 hours. It was miserable. My goal will be to switch over to coffee. The problem is the energy drink is a lot of caffeine. I could crack it open and start drinking right away. So within like 15, 20 minutes, I start feeling like normal, meaning, yeah, there's a problem with caffeine addiction for sure. So the hard part is, getting through that first 30 minutes because I got to get up. First of all, I got to have enough energy to get out of bed. And that's tough. Before the motivation was just make it to the fridge and crack open the energy drink. Now the motivation is get up and make your coffee. That's a 10, 15-minute process right there. And then, it's not like I can just guzzle it down. The shit's piping hot. So that takes like another 15 minutes. But the goal will be get back to making the coffee. It's going to be a full 8 cups of coffee in the beginning. I make 1 cup, I drink that, I put the rest in my little thingy bob, and I'll drink that throughout the morning. Over time, I will look to taper that down. I actually have a goal of going caffeine free, right? That's not going to be an easy goal to obtain. I do think my life will be better because of it, because of other experiences I've had. And I do think there will be times, I think it's better personally to use caffeine only when you need an edge, right? So get to a point where you're doing great without caffeine, and then if you got like a test or you really, you know what I'm saying, you're really up against it, and then maybe have a cup of coffee. That's my goal, is to get to that point. We'll see how that goes. That's going to be a tough one. I was addicted to painkillers for probably over a decade, taking Norco prescribed, right? I was able to wean myself off of that. I've told this story a couple times in the past. One time with Subutex, that was miserable. One time, the time I finally got off of it, I just weaned myself off of it and willpowered myself off of it. That was actually easier for me. I've done the same thing with alcohol. By definition, was I an alcoholic? Yeah, I would. There was at one point, I've on and off, right? There's been periods where I've gone months to a year without drinking. And then there were other periods where I would have 3 or 4 rum and cokes, like 5 nights a week. So during those periods, I guess I was considered an alcoholic. It definitely runs in my family. But I don't drink at all. I don't miss it. I've never felt better when it comes to that, right? I watch shows, and the same with weed, right? I got into weed like 2020. It became, legal here. I tried it for pain and sleeping. And I immediately was like, this stuff is amazing. Same thing. I just stopped taking it. So for some people, maybe that doesn't work. So I think I think out of all of those, I think caffeine's going to be the toughest. Are you kidding me? They say getting off Norco is harder than getting off heroin. It wasn't that bad. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I could get myself off caffeine. But my point is I think I think my life will be better enriched if I do. Because again, I know what it was like to be addicted to Norco, and the Norco Soma cocktail in the morning with the coffee and the aspirin. What was the stack to burn weight? It was caffeine, aspirin, and and like not no-dos. There was it's basically methamphetamine that was legal at the time. I forget what it was called, but it was shit you could pick up at the gas station, man. The shit was basically free legal meth. Oh, I think it was ephedrine, right? Yeah, the ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin. You talk about a fat burning stack. There was a while, man, I think it was like 10 years ago. I was still getting that shit ordered from Camp. Farnswoggle, P. Horsetooth in the house. How you doing, brother? Let's see. Let's get caught up. I'm a zero expense in the house. How you doing, brother? I'm a sucker for I was trying to do crypto, guys. I was trying to do crypto, but we'll get to the Cardano. I don't know what yerba mate is. I'm gonna bookmark that shit. Yerba mate. It sounds familiar. Is that like some coffee creamer or something? Oh, yerba mate. What is this? Relieve fatigue, ease depression. Hell yeah. And help treat headache. Uh, rich in antioxidants. I love a good antioxidant. May enhance physical performance. May protect. May help. May boost your. Lowers blood sugar levels. Are you kidding me? That's one of the reasons I'm drinking ACV. Does yerba mate get you high? Yerba mate, hopefully. Yerba mate is a powerful tea unlike any other with effects that will transform your life forever. All right, where do I order this without being hallucinogenic? All right, I'm out. It contains caffeine. All right. Well, this is basically like a bunch of snake oil. 80 milligrams of caffeine. That's not a lot. That might be a way to help me wean off. Yerba mate versus maca. Yerba mate. Get it on Amazon. Clean energy drink. Which one's the best one? Plant-based energy drink. Do they all taste the same or is there different flavors? Bluephoria, mint, ugh. Revel berry, organic tropical. I bet they all taste like shit. Like I don't like flavored teas. Like berry tea's disgusting. I just want a good tea. $35 for a 12-pack? Are you out of your flip-flop jacking minds? That's like $3 a can. Oh, that's going to be a hard pass. I'm trying to save money, not blow money. I told you, I gave you my bank account balance yesterday. I can't afford yerba mate. I'm gonna have to put up the donation button, and then you're gonna say, Tom, this is to buy yerba mate. Let's see. Mate is good and lots of, I wouldn't say lots, so long as you're not drinking the sugar filled. Yeah, stay away from sugar. Sugar is the devil. Black tea gets you some. I drink a pot of coffee myself. I have a, yeah, I bet you do. Easy on the toilet. Shot of energy Mio into a lemon LaCroix. I call it LaCroix. Oh, another LaCroix brother. Yeah, you LaCroix brothers are coming out of the woodwork. Mio. I think I've heard of Mio. Isn't that little plastic shit you squirt? I think I've tried that before. I didn't like it. But in a LaCroix? Maybe. Yeah, I've used this stuff before. Sugar-free water enhancer. Does this have caffeine? All right, I'm getting a little excited here. What kind of vitamins does this have? Let's see. A shot of energy Mio into a lemon LaCroix. You like the lemon? Man, that one's disgusting. I can key lime I can F with, but nothing beats the cherry lemon. I thought the lemon was disgusting. All right, bro. Get the get like we're gonna invent a drink. Now I want one that has vitamins and caffeine. Does that exist? But all right, so this is the move right here. This shit is amazing, but it's kind of expensive. Italiano Volcano. Why did that not work? Italian Volcano. This lemon juice is really freaking good. It's $22 for 2 big ass bottles. You can get regular. Really, the move would be to use lemons, real lemons, because you get with lemon juice you don't get the vitamin C. With real lemons you get the vitamin C. So we got to figure out like a good tonic water to maybe put that in. Maybe just get something cheap at Costco. So do like 8 ounces of a good. If you have to have the carbonation, use carbonated water or like LaCroix. I guess if you like LaCroix, throw the lemon juice in it. The Mio, I don't hate that idea. Maybe I can find a good alternative. Throw 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar in it. And you want to do the apple cider vinegar. Now look, this apple cider vinegar thing, again, this is not medical advice. But if you have acid reflux, for example, if you have a lot of acid reflux, this could help a lot with that. What else is it really good for? Oh, aiding digestion and things like that. So try it out. You want to do that. Oh, and it lowers insulin resistance, and lowering insulin resistance helps you lose weight. Period. Right? So you want to do that before, especially before a high carb meal. If you're going to eat a high carb meal, there's a lot of good benefits from doing the lemon juice too. One of the things when I go to Costco this weekend is I'm going to buy a bag of lemons and I'm going to start drinking lemon water on top of it all just to get the vitamin C. Anyway, we're going to come up with a couple different masterpiece drinks. We'll see how that goes. All right. Oh my goodness, 6:54 a.m. Have we discussed Cardano yet? Let's see. You could just replace all your other vices with crack, get you going, and help with weight loss. You know, my drug of choice is Xanax. And I've never done heroin. I've never done cocaine. I don't know. Heroin is... I've had Oxy before, and I've had fentanyl before. Fentanyl was pretty amazing at first. And this was like... I wasn't prescribed it, but this wasn't like me going to the street corner and getting some heroin with fentanyl or anything like that, right? And this is long before fentanyl was ever a thing. Like now fentanyl's I didn't know what fentanyl... I had pain, right? My friend gave me a fentanyl patch and I no longer had pain. Anyway, I hear heroin's amazing. I don't know if it would be for me, right? If I were to find out I had like terminal ball cancer or something, I would probably go find out what heroin was like. And maybe that's how I would go out. I don't freaking know. Anyway, YouTube is probably like, this is YouTube right now. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to hit that one. This is YouTube right now. It's like, oh, we got a problem over on Nostradamus's channel. He's talking about, right? I might not have a channel tomorrow. Oh, yeah, that's I don't know why Ian's talking about the dentist, but that is one thing about apple cider vinegar. Use a straw or guzzle it and rinse your mouth because it can destroy tooth enamel. Oh, meth. He's talking about meth. So meth and apple cider vinegar are both hard on the teeth. Get a nice tape. Mini Thins. Yeah, Mini Thins was the ephedrine. So there's a stack that is a very potent weight loss stack. And that's at 200 milligrams of aspirin, 200 milligrams of caffeine, and a Mini Thin. I think you could just go straight to the Mini Thin and lose weight, though. Mate is tea. People love it. And are you from South America? Or didn't you say you were from like... You told me. I'm sorry, brother. It's Brazil, maybe? There are days I'm down good progress. Wait, there are days I'm doing good progress and then I go out do some running, but end up getting a frappuccino. Yeah, bro. Frappuccinos are basically drinking like 32 packets of pure sugar. So enjoy your type 2 diabetes. How are we going from yerba mate to Norco, crack, meth, and tapeworms? This must relate to... Ian's anxious to get to the Cardano. Love you, Tom. The topical is best. Low sugar It's bitter as hell without flavor, but you can do it. Oh, the top tropical. You're talking about yerba mate tropical. I don't want sugar. Zero sugar. I call myself a sucker for loving it. That stuff isn't. Yeah, it's too expensive for me, bro. I gotta wait till Bitcoin's up to 100,000 before I can start splurging on some yerba mate. Have you ever tried a fire cider tonic? What is that, with like some freaking Fireball whiskey or something? Bro, I don't drink anymore. I'm assuming that's what that is. Kombucha is good for gut health. I never really got into the kombuchas. The shit just looks too disgusting for me. And the jury's out on whether it's good for you, isn't it? But I am down for anything for good gut health. There are some things I've done in the past for good gut health. It's tough though, like eating artichokes. I love artichokes in oil. Problem is usually it's in like canola oil, which is bad for you. Oh, but redundant. Yeah, good deal. You know what? The first time I had the apple cider vinegar, it was without this lemon juice. It didn't taste so good. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great, right? And then I did it with the lemon juice. I actually liked it. I'm not craving it. I can't wait to go. It's not like I can't wait to go out and make one and drink it, but it didn't taste bad at all. I can definitely do that 2 or 3 times a day. I really only eat 2 times a day, so that's all I really need to do. All right, let's talk about the markets. 659. What's the stock market doing? The Nasdaq's blistering up 159 points. I do want to look at the SPY chart a little bit too today, and then we'll get into some Cardano. We won't spend too much time on the stock market. The VIX is starting to come down. It's down half a point, 0.6. The E-mini S&P, the ES futures is up 20. So the stock market's doing pretty good today. Bitcoin basically flat on the futures. It's up $95. Gold's down $1.20, still hanging around 1847. Boring AF. Natural gas at $8.50. I don't know if that's got to be like, that's insane for natural gas. I remember buying a natural gas future when it was at $1.91, going long natural gas at $1.91 and thinking I couldn't lose, and I lost. Now it's at $8.50. Can you imagine? Silver, boring. What else do we got? Oh, crude oil. Crude oil's up $2 a barrel. It was down yesterday. It was at 118. I think it went down to around 115, 116. It's back up to 117. Let's take a look at the portfolio. Tesla's up 492, pushing 763 on its way back up to 800. My miners are basically flat. Let's see if there's anything I can do on my hot play. I doubt it. We can go 45 days out. When did I buy this at? Like $2.50 probably. I can sell. For me, it's not worth it to get the it's probably still the good play. But if Bitcoin were to explode, I'm going to lose out on a lot of upside. So for me, this is just a long-term hold. All right, I think that's going to be it for the stock market, though I do want to look at, so we've been looking at the NASDAQ long-term chart. All right, so here, and, I've been, correlating it to the .com bust and how, like, I could see it coming all the way down to some of these lines right here, and it would still be historically good. It's interesting. I started looking at the SPY chart and it wasn't as gloomy as this. So maybe, something like this might be around here, could be a bottom, and then we can just move on from here. One thing to keep in mind is the NASDAQ is heavily tech related. And the E-mini S&P, this whole like 7% annual return on like the SPY or whatever. We're talking about stocks that are not necessarily, there's tech in there, but we're talking about things that have been around for decades. Cars, energy, oil, you name it. Banking, right? Well, a lot of the stuff in the NASDAQ is kind of all new technology. It's kind of similar to Bitcoin, right? If you really think about it. So is it really crazy that correlation, I just right there, live guys. Are you kidding me? You want alpha? Magic spews out of my mouth on a daily basis. Hit that like button. And the more people need to understand. Like we've looked at this 100 times and no one ever opened their mouth. Tech, 82% drop. Is that even right? I thought it was a little bit more. Let me make sure I got this right. Tech, right around 83.5% drop. Right around here, like, what is this? Most people weren't in the internet. And even here, it was just like starting to get, this was starting to get like its Bitcoin hype. So this is a 20-year cycle. But yahoo.com, Netscape, basic level HTML. I had a website back then. It was very basic back then. Very basic, kind of like crypto right now. A lot of these website and games are very basic right now. But also technology was not, we had HTML. I think the HTML and a few other things started. Yeah, XML was kind of like being talked about. There was no CS scripting and all these like front end, back end. There was Perl and some, what else? What was that? The bin? I forget what it was called. It looks like we had a little bit of buffer. Anyway, yeah, this is tech, right? Huge crash. Right? Correlation. Now, so this is still in its infancy. We're only 20 years into a lot of this, right? If you look at the E-mini S&P bubble, right? Maybe a bubble, but this is a thing that's still working itself out, and tech is very fast moving. Now we have AI, fintech, solar and all this stuff. A lot of tech is what are the different laws? Murphy's Law? No. What is the one? Oh my goodness, it's embarrassing. I can't think of this. I'm in tech. Every 18 months, tech doubles. What's that one? And then the network effect. That's the other one. I can't remember either one. Someone will throw it out in chat. But if you look at the E-mini S&P during these times, it's not as ugly. I don't think I have that one bookmarked, so we're gonna have to do this. Yeah, it's not as bad, right? I need to add this to where was that? Where am I going? Right there. All right, it's not as bad. You can look at the .com bust. What was it? It was only, I say only, I mean, it was bad, but you're only looking at a 50% decline, right? If you look at 2008, that was a 56%. Those were bad. Those were really bad. So if we were to see that in the SPY, like if this was another dead cat bounce and we were to go down to 50%, it's not going to be great, but we only need to go, ooh. Yeah, this is ugly. I was trying to, I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as like the .com thing though, or 2008. But that's going to still take us down quite a bit. That's going to take us down, I mean, basically to about right here, where we were in 2015. I don't think it's going to be like that. However, I do think we could see, it's not out of the question for us to see kind of what I'm showing here. This is on a much longer time frame though. I don't know that we're going to see new all-time highs anytime soon, right? I really don't. But, and if we did see another like huge move up, then I'm selling like crazy. I'm getting the F out. This is going to be a blow off top. This is going to be the real blow off top bubble. If we get another push, and it's not out of the question, I think a part of these problems are caused by our governments and presidents trying to, eventually the dam's got to burst, right? I don't know, Obama, I don't know how much he did to like prop up the stock market, but we know, I'm sure he was doing some stuff. We know Trump was doing everything he can to pump up the stock market. I think Biden's now working on, hey, asshole, this stock market is bad and we got elections. We need to pump this thing up. Well, I mean, eventually the thing's crazy overvalued from all this government pumping up. And eventually there's another reason to pay the piper. There will be another long bear market, right? Maybe we've started that now. I'm talking 3-year, 5-year, 10-year, 20-year. Who the F knows, right? The collapse of the dollar, possible, right? All these things are possible. Interesting take on Tasting Works this morning. Someone asked Tom Sosnoff, is Bitcoin a good hedge against anything? And, obviously everyone spouts that Bitcoin is the biggest hedge against inflation. I've said a few times, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. And he basically summed it up better than me, though. He's like, Bitcoin is a good hedge against, some other coins, but as a hedge against inflation, hedge against stocks, things like that, the jury's still way out. And I couldn't agree more, right? Everyone's, Bitcoin. Historically, Bitcoin's been the biggest hedge against inflation. I'm not so sure if that's true. I mean, Bitcoin's been one of the, to date, but how many people really held Bitcoin since $1, right? I mean, how many people really held it and didn't sell it or take profits? And is it still the greatest hedge against inflation, right? Do I think another big run in Bitcoin's coming? Do I think a massive liquidity is coming? Do I think a supply crisis is coming? Do I think an ETF's coming and we're going to see something similar to gold? Yeah, I do. But I don't know when any of this is going to come. So there may be better gains elsewhere, or it may come tomorrow. The run may start tomorrow. I have no idea. I just know that I love crypto and I enjoy trading it. I love the technology, and hopefully I'm right before I die. That's all I got. I'm done. See you tomorrow. Love you all. Jason in the house. Fifi. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brothers? Yeah, Moore's Law. Which one's that? That's the every 18 months. What's the one? The network of Metcalfe's Law. Moore and Metcalfe. I love those bros. Number of transistors doubles every No, retro. No, you're wrong, bro. It is the CPU doubles every 2 years. Something, the efficiency of technology doubles every 2 years and the price goes down like by half. Retro says BTC is a waste of time. You are an idiot, my friend. I'm 10x more bullish ETH. There's a reason to be more bullish ETH. I don't disagree with you. I love ETH. I think you're a fool, not financial advice, for not having Bitcoin in your portfolio, though. LaCroix gang. Now, if Jason, you drink LaCroix, because if Jason, Retro, and Farnswoggle P. Horsetooth all drank LaCroix, I think my brain would explode from happiness and I could die today. Transistors within a CPU. Bro, there's no transistors in a CPU. What the hell is wrong with you? And why do you always spell brow? There's no CPU. CPUs are freaking cores with like little lanes in it. Oh my goodness. They're making CPUs now that I think have like the memory and shit embedded in it. I don't know. It's all very interesting. I remember when Intel had an 80-core CPU and that was going to be the shit. They have you. Why do I got to be a cuck? CP, bro, like, are you on? Who would I be a cuck for? Man, I've lost like 10 subscriptions. Throwing around who I would be a cuck for is probably going to lose me a couple more. I got some interesting. Are we going to get to? We got to get to Cardano. There's some interesting stories with Travis Kelce and his hot ass wife. Man, if she was my wife, I'd probably be a cuck. And then there was a very interesting story with Bob Odenkirk. I'll save these for tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow to talk about these. And there's relevancy, right? There's definitely, you guys want to buy some Ruckus switches? This one right here is a really cool switch because it doesn't have a fan. It's fanless. These two are 10 gigabit SFP plus and has these nice 2 gig or 1 gig extra ports to give it a nice 12 gig. Low heat, no sound because there's no fan. So if you need, PoE, so it'll drive all your PoE devices. It's a little bit on the pricey side though, not gonna lie. I want one of these for my house. I want a couple of these for my house. Now these all here, they have fans, so they're nice and noisy. So this is very energy efficient too. I believe it has multi-gig. So if you get a nice multi-gig AP, you can push some serious bandwidth. You want to go Ruckus like R650, 750, 850 series and get like 2, 3, 4 gig bandwidth to your AP. All right. What was I going to do? God damn it. What was I going to do? You drink the sparkling. Oh man, I love Trader Joe's. I freaking love Trader Joe's. The problem is it's a good 15-minute drive in my shitty town traffic to get to one. So I need a Trader Joe's on my side of town. I don't know if I'd go to Trader Joe's now that I've fallen in love with Costco. Oh yeah, transistors in a CPU. A single can have hundreds of millions or even, oh wow. I guess I don't know technology at all. I didn't know there were transistors in a CPU. Oh man, I know a lot about AND, OR, NOR, NAND. I used to be an electrical engineer. I know Kurt's ears just perked up when he listens to this later. Logic gates and all that, did not enjoy it. How many transistors in a... I think I was thinking of capacitors is my problem. Transistors can... The transistor is the basic unit of his... Today I learned. I was an idiot. Right? I know, I promise you guys, I know technology. I didn't really know CPUs had transistors in them though. And I was an electrical engineer. That's so sad. Like I'm not going to lie. I normally don't edit my videos because we're live now. Not a whole lot I can do, but later on, I'm editing out like the last 10 minutes, right? I've made a fool out of about 3 or 4 people now. I'm not gonna be made a fool out of several thousand that watch this video later. I'm kidding. I'm only gonna be made a fool out. I think yesterday my video had 31 views, so there's only about 20 more people that I'm gonna be made a fool of. Retro says, whatever. I am confident enough to know that I'm okay with being wrong every now and then. Right? I'm confident to tell you I don't know everything. Anyone that tells you or acts like they know everything is an idiot. The more I know, the more I realize I don't know shit, right? You need to delete your face, Retro. I can delete the memory, but I can't delete your face. You know what I'm saying? I can delete this memory. What were we talking about? But I can't do shit about your face. You know what I'm saying? All right. You know what? 7:17 a.m. I don't know if we're going to get to Harmony 1, but we're going to get to Cardano right now. So let's have some fun with some Cardano. We're going to do this more, right? I'm tired of you guys bullying me. Cardano hard fork is coming up June 2nd. That's going to be, that's tomorrow, boys and girls. The rubber is going to start meeting the road tomorrow. Cardano is having a hard fork. It's testnet. I think it goes like, I don't know why. The JED. That's interesting. That I didn't know what was going to happen with the JED after the whole UST. Why is UST still on BFK? Like, what the F is that about? There's still a liquidity pool for UST. Oh my goodness. So the June hard fork, called the Vassal, I think that's how you say it. One of our biggest updates, and we've talked about this in the past, how old Chuck wants to bring pipelining, input endorsers, Plutus Plutus application backend enhancements. Where's Tomas? He was shitting on Cardano yesterday. He was a typical Cardano hater coming in with no facts. Oh, Charles is an idiot and blah blah blah. No real facts on why Cardano sucks, right? Block production. Let's see. With the release of P2P and Cardano will get one step closer to full decentralization. The JET, one of the most anticipated solutions and is coming to the network, is the release of the the JET stablecoin. Will this be the end of just like I was wrong about transistors. Stop bringing that up, Tom. It's embarrassing. I could be wrong about Cardano. I was wrong about Luna. I was a lunatic. Will the JET bring the end of Cardano? Nah, Cardano is not minted or burned based on the JET. So the JET could fail. I don't think it's going to affect Cardano. I'm not even sure if the JET is, I don't know shit about the JET yet. I don't know if it's going to be based off another coin or how they're going to do that. If it's going to be collateral backed, if it's going to be a combination. The variety of decentralized solutions, and that would be interesting if it was backed by Cardano and had a burning mechanism of a different coin, right? I don't know. Interesting. Cardano's up 50% in the last 5 days. Is that true? That doesn't feel right. This is an old ass article. I want to look at my yield farms in Cardano. I got some Cardano recently bought on Binance and Kraken, released the Kraken. I'm looking forward to possibly yield farming with. So one, two, that must be, I mean, that's up. That can't be right. 38 cents. Oh, wow, man. Holy shit. If you bought well, no one bought Cardano down there. So we're just going to do, hardly anyone's getting it on these wicks. But we'll go to that wick. We'll see. It's up 41%. Man, that's a nice rate of return. But who the hell's going all in Cardano? 40 cents. I should have sold my Bitcoin. Maybe I should sell my Bitcoin and go all in Cardano right now. I'm not hating that. I would actually have some tax loss harvesting. Maybe I'm pushing 2 Bitcoin. Maybe I sell 1 Bitcoin and go all in Cardano with it. I'm not hating the thought of doing that, guys. I'm really not. I'm gonna have to sit on that one for a second. I really am. You know what I meant to do at the beginning of the stream? Is launch this and see how long it takes. Jason says, let's hope they don't make it like UST, or yeah, I don't think they will. Let's see how long this takes. At least I don't have to do an update. I don't think. Oh, it'll probably sync all the way up. It'll probably take an hour for this to happen. And they're like, oh, we need to update. Oh, this is the worst app. This is one of the biggest negatives. If anyone were to say come in and say Cardano sucks and say anything other than there's 2 reasons to hate Cardano. There's 2 reasons most people hate Cardano right now. They don't like Chuck. And they don't like all the obnoxious people on Twitter. I get it. I get it on both. I wish Chuck would shut the F up sometimes on Twitter in his little YouTube streams about some of his rants, just like Elon Musk, but I love them both. And so there's a plenty of obnoxious people about Cardano on Twitter. There's plenty of obnoxious people on Twitter about whatever chain they love. But I will say the people in the Cardano community can be very obnoxious. But that same thing that I'm talking about, community, is very strong behind Cardano. Cardano, in my opinion, is going to be superior than Ethereum, which is the number. I don't know if you know this right now, Retro. I know you're bullish Ethereum, but Cardano's better, bro. Cardano's better. What are you laughing at, bro? Daedalus is a full node wallet. So yeah, it has to sync the blockchain. Daedalus is a full node wallet. They're working on Daedalus Lite. This wallet sucks. But it's full node. You know what I'm saying? All right. What were we doing? What were we talking about? It wasn't Harmony 1. All right, let's pop back on. Where was I going? All right, we were looking at Cardano chart. Oh, we were looking at Cardano. The Dejed. All right, well, that article kind of sucked. The Vassal hard fork. Let's see, one day ago. Is this a good article? We'll look at that one. Oh, Cardano Vassal hard fork explained. Vassal hard fork. Another. So again, Chuck said we are going to bring pipelining. We are going to bring input endorsers. He doesn't care how much it costs. And he hasn't really talked. And this was probably like February, right? I really wasn't hearing much about it. But I will say, rubber's meeting the road. The dude he's put the hammer down. He's making shit happen. Now we got to, hopefully, they got to roll it out. It's got to be smooth. I don't know if this is going to be your typical buy the testnet, sell the fork, buy the testnet, sell the mainnet. Quite often that is what happens. This might be a good trade. So there might be a good opportunity to just, if you want to trade Cardano, buy some Cardano and sell it going into the mainnet release. For me, it's all about buying and yield farming, or buying and earning that 4.5%, 5%, right? Earning free Cardano. I love Cardano. In 3 or 4 years, I forget. Ian, did you say it was going to be $10? Obviously, you were joking, because I think you said it in a short time frame. Oh, Jack said ADA going to be $10 soon. Yeah, Jack's smoking crack, bro. And ADA is not going to be $10 soon. A hard fork is a software upgrade to a blockchain, making previously invalid transactions and blocks valid. I didn't know that. While many blockchains rarely do the hard fork, that's what Harmony 1 did recently, right? A hard fork is sort of a Cardano is sort of a blockchain that experiences after the first hard fork, Alonzo. Now Cardano is on track to implement Vassal. Isn't Vassal something in your testicles, your nutsack, your vassal nerves, your vassal artery? Isn't the vassal what they cut when you're getting fixed? Your vassal. What is a vassal? I'm sure it's some mathematician too, right? All right, I don't know. So when the Vassal hard fork is completed, Cardano will receive a higher throughput and an enhanced range of DeFi DEX and smart contracts. These improvements are derived from scaling improvements, including pipelining tests, improving logging, the release of 4 CIPs, 31 reference, inline, reference, collateral, UTXO, HD, and Hydra into, Hydra. Hydra. I don't really know if it's like how fully developed this Hydra is, but there's a lot of exciting shit in here. So far, this isn't explaining it very well, though. CIP 33 is expected to significantly reduce transaction costs. So transaction costs are already like nothing. Small and lightweight. Who cares? Cardano. All right. All right. That article sucked ass. No, I'm not going to subscribe. Cardano to make a comeback. Going forward. Oh, wow. Another shitty article. Man, our journalism today is just like garbage. How do you make a living? Like, how do you make a living with this? Maybe I'm in the wrong profession. Oh, I love articles that just post a bunch of tweets. So Vassal Dabov, who's this fool? Oh, some dude that died. Chief blockchain advisor of Quantarol. Interesting. Can we find a good article? Cardano hard for no. Number of active. I read a good article yesterday. And I guess the good articles are pushed down by people that pay for. I can't. It's called Times Tabloid. That can't be any good. Cardano drops another. This is from Cardano feed. Right. Now you can push a script onto the chain and then you can interact with it via a reference. This is a very light way to interact with a smart contract. Cardano racing towards short term. You know, one of the I don't know if it's true or not. But one of the big things that crushed the Cardano price is the concurrency issue. And one of them mentioned this would solve the concurrency issue, which worries me because I thought there wasn't a concurrency issue. This is straight from IOHK. This introduces the ability to have on-chain pre-recorded scripts. CIP3. With this improvement, you can reference input from a script without consuming it. This will allow many scripts to reference the same input, thus improving concurrency. There we go, guys. Straight from IOHK. This improvement will simplify the process of referencing inputs by removing the need to use hashes. If this does a lot to, with pipelining is basically improving the network efficiency. I'm pretty excited about that. And if they improve some of the PAM, the Plutus application backend, that's going to add a lot of, integration with more projects coming forward. This could be a boon, right? This could be the boon moment for Cardano over the next few months to years. The problem is, cryptocurrency in general. Bitcoin's going to 20,000. Cardano's not going to $10, right? Bitcoin starts pumping to new all-time highs. This comes out and this is successful. Cardano's going to start pumping. You could see $3 to $5, right? If Bitcoin starts pumping to $70,000, $80,000, I don't see any reason for that to happen anytime soon. But you never know. Maybe the ETF gets announced, and next thing you know, inflation curbs and the stock market starts pumping, who knows, right? Who knows? No one knows. You could see Bitcoin new all-time highs, $3. Projects start coming out, TVL starts coming in. You can see a $3, $4, $5 Cardano. Silver lining is, while I don't think that's going to happen, I think it's either going to spin sideways or go down. I think are where the pot odds are. Crypto in general, the stock market in general. Great time to buy, because when it comes back, again, you can earn your 5%. We're going to take a look at some DeFi over there. There might be some good DeFi plays. And when it comes back, you've earned, I know 5% doesn't excite retro, right? I'm earning like 9+% on my Ethereum. I know that doesn't excite retro, but retro's a pleb. Retro's looking for those big gains, right? Retro, who's down $30,000 in gaming plays, needs to have the 20,000%. While I'm upset I'm down 50,000 plus in my high risk portfolio, I knew what I got into, right? Right now, I'm looking to solidify my core positions. We'll probably eat again when it comes to some of these gaming plays, but right now it's not time for me. You may be different, right? Your portfolio may be different. You may still have a lot of play money. You might be a whale like Rex, and you got more money to lose in gaming. I don't have more money to lose. I'm barely making it to the next paycheck right now. Now, when Tom cry me a river, you still got a couple $100,000. I don't care. That's retirement money. I'm not going to get life-changing wealth by selling my crypto at all-time lows right now, right? So I've got to figure out ways to keep that in, buy more at these levels, buy even more if it gets cheaper, and be able to pay my bills at the same time. I'm out S&Ds every night right now, and the bill's coming down. You know what I'm saying? I want to transact now, not after your full node finish. Well, you can do that with, this wallet is just where most of my staking is done. I don't use this wallet for like yield farming or anything. That's what, this is on my Trezor. It's nice and safe. If I want to do something now, this is the wallet. I can do it now, brother. Let's see. How do you plebs not know what the concurrency issue is? Run a full S validator now. I'm not sure. Like, it's part of their high availability. Like, they could have like a node crisis and the chain can be rebuilt because of things like dataless wallets exist and, geographic redundancy and all that shit. So Jason's talking about Sunday. Like, whatever happened with our recent rewards on Sunday? Are those available yet? Can we claim that shit yet? I need to check up on that. We might have to start doing Cardano a couple times a week, maybe 5 times. Harmony 1 might be out of here, guys. F Harmony 1. You know what's embarrassing is freaking Avalanche. I came to this conclusion this morning, and maybe we'll talk about, hell, I might have even have to stream tonight again. Crystal Barrel is embarrassing AF, right? In my opinion, it's a flop. It's a failure. I couldn't even rent out my hero over there unless, like, there's hardly any action over there, which is crazy, right? I don't know if it's just because of market conditions in general. I mean, I don't know that I've rented out on Harmony yet, but there's hardly anyone renting out Gen Zeros over here. As far as I can tell, there's a lot going on. Unlike Stacy's mom. All right, so I did put my hero up for 30 joules. We'll see if it sells by tomorrow. All right, we were talking about I'll buy Cardano on, bro. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's pulled back a lot. I don't know if we're gonna see another pullback on this anytime soon unless Bitcoin dumps again, because with the hard fork happening, it's probably going to be in a pump mode. My best guess, buy the rumor, sell the news, buy the testnet, sell the mainnet. Let's see. I remember BitBoy calling for it. BitBoy called for a $9 Cardano, and then later a $27 or like a $25, and then he upped it to like $56 Cardano. George legit called for a $27 Cardano, wasn't even invested in it, barely even knew what Cardano was, and then later FOMO'd into it at $3. Continue to listen to that idiot, guys, right? Continue to listen to him. Your boy, what's his name? Your boy Ian on Tech. I actually kind of like that guy. He called for $100,000 Ethereum. Everyone was sipping some heroin tea back then, guys. Cocaine, heroin, like they were riding high. He legitimately said Ethereum's going to $100,000. George legitimately said, it's in my old spreadsheet that got deleted in my computer wipe, but I had it on my spreadsheet where you can go back to the old videos, right? You saw the little dudes down below and how much money we were going to make if these dudes were right. If George was right, I'd be sitting on like 4 or 5 million right now. If crypto big boy was right, I'd be sitting on like 4 or 5 million right now. Let's see. They take your manhood away and then they call it. I remember, yeah. They take Vassal as a commune in France. Of course, it's VASIL. He's a blockchain bro, dude. We are sitting on $8 gas here in Los Angeles. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. You got to pay the piper right now. It's all Biden's fault. Those crack me up. Bro, you're gonna have to suck it up for our Ukrainian comrades. Would you rather pay $8 gas, or would you rather have your country being invaded by a dictator and going to war, right? Would you rather like have a normal life one day and then a rifle in your hand next day shooting at Russians, right? $8 gas, your life's okay. FML, first world problems. You'll get over it, Fifo Baggins. We gotta hit Russia where it hurts, right? They shouldn't be invading Ukraine and this and that. And so I don't enjoy paying $8 gas. In fact, I have a doctor's appointment in a few weeks. It's like a 3-hour drive. So that's probably like a tank and a half or 2 full tank. It's probably going to cost me $120. Just go to that. I'm going to suck it up for our Ukrainian comrades. You know what I'm saying? And Jack says George wasn't trolling. He legit said he made price predictions of crypto that were outlandish, right? Those were not trolls. When he said Cardano, when he thought Cardano, I wish I had the clip. He thought Cardano, he pumped out some outlandish numbers, right? He thought we were going to have another crazy blow off, thing, right? Look, you can go back and check my videos. I said, I don't think these numbers are ever going to hit. I hope I'm wrong, right? I had more realistic targets on Cardano. I actually said, I want to say like 5 to 7. Actually, I think I said like 3 to 7, and I think 10 would be crazy, but I hope I'm wrong. Bitcoin, I think my Bitcoin was 120,000, and I was wrong as AF on that, right? But I was nowhere near wrong AF as almost everyone else out there. And it doesn't matter, right? The one takeaway you're going to get from me is I don't know, they don't know, you don't know. Yeah, Retro says it's not journalism, it's a product. That is 100% correct. All it is clickbait to get you to click on. My favorite are like these 10 gadgets will save your life, or these 27 items or must-haves in the kitchen, right? And then it's just an article with a bunch of links to Amazon so they get affiliate money. Let's see. Explain the concurrency issue. So the concurrency issue is basically what crushed the price of Cardano, because things like Sunday Swap came out and they couldn't handle multiple transactions. It was like one transaction at a time. And Charles was like, no, they just need to find better solutions. And that's how the ISO pools came out to kind of handle it. So basically, it couldn't handle multiple transactions in a single block or something like that. So, and that's a big deal, right? So there's a lot of like, I'm not sure what's true and what's not true, if there's a concurrency issue, if there's not a concurrency issue. But apparently one of this Cardano improvement proposals is supposed to, solve that. So we'll have to see what comes of that. If they can solve this concurrency issue via programming, via enhancement proposals, or both, that is going to be tremendous for Cardano. Unlike all you haters out there that hate on Cardano and don't have any real facts, you probably don't know what UTXO is. You probably don't know what EUTXO is. You probably don't really know what a smart contract is. Maybe you know what that is. And maybe you don't know that Bitcoin is UTXO, Ethereum is smart contracts, Cardano is the best of both worlds. Cardano, you can't have a transaction fail, right? Ethereum, you can have a transaction fail. You send it out. This happened to me on Harmony. I had a transaction fail. I sent the I didn't legit failed. I went to go buy a hero or Neat-Fira. I didn't get it because the transaction failed because I didn't up my gas. I didn't have enough gas and the transaction failed. The EUTXO model, in combination with using smart contracts, Ethereum uses the accounting model. Cardano uses the UTXO model. Both have smart contracts, right? You send out your entire wallet and the transaction can't fail, right? You might not get the desired outcome. Like the mint might sell out before you get it, but you're not going to get a transaction failed, right? So right now, the biggest issues, and again, this is still like, what's his face? Invest Answer says, oh, his biggest, because he doesn't shut up about Lolana. He's fully entrenched and believes all the Sam Bankman fraud and all that VC money, right? And all the suckers selling you a bag of goods on Solana. Solana is still in a testnet. Well, I got news for you, Invest Answers. So is Cardano, right? Cardano are still in a beta, right? For all intents and purposes, Cardano is in beta, right? It's just as much in beta as Shitlana, right? So calm your tits there, Invest Answers. Do I think Shitlana is a bad investment? At $46? I don't freaking hate it, right? I don't have confidence long-term that Shitlana will succeed. I don't know if I believe in the tech. I don't know if I believe in the team. I don't know if I believe in the devs. When it comes to Cardano, I believe in the tech. I've researched the F out of the tech. I know the tech fairly well. I know the tech better than most people. I'm not saying all people. There's even people out there on YouTube that probably knows it better than me, but I know it really well. I believe in the team. I believe in their philosophy. I believe in their that they truly believe in decentralization. I do think is one of the most decentralized products out there. I believe in their vision. And I think this has the best chance, in my opinion, of dethroning Ethereum and possibly do that. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm sipping too much of Charles Hoskinson's ass Kool-Aid. I don't freaking know, but and the community. I believe in the community. Nimrod in the house. How you doing, brother? Get a load of this. Get a load of. I got a load for you, Retro. Yeah, Invest Answers we're calling. And look, guys, Invest Answers is another smart person that knows a lot about finance. He knows a lot about trading. He knows a lot about technical analysis, but he don't know shit, right? He doesn't know, right? And I'll tell you right now, he doesn't know the tech half as good as he thinks he does, right? Case in point, he shits on Cardano, some of the best tech out there, and he believes the Solana hype. There is nothing about Solana. His big thing is I think he puts on a pair of glasses and he looks at the TPS and he believes all these TPS numbers that they're lying about. 400K transaction. Dude, It's just like anything out there. It's like, for example, oh my goodness, perfect analogy. You guys probably won't know this. I don't know if it's still a day thing, but back in the day, you would go buy amplifiers for your car audio, right? And you would go get like these 50, the more watts, the better, right? You have 50-watt amplifier versus a 200-watt amplifier versus, you know, like an 800. And then you get these swap meet 1600-watt amplifiers. Well, the thing is a lot of times a good 100-watt amplifier would wreck the streets with this 1600-watt amplifier, because this thing is running at it's 100 watts at like 4 ohms, or this one they're rating it at like, you know, half an ohm, right? And when you cut it down to half an ohm, the distortion goes way up, right? So it's the same thing with TPS, right? What are they considering a transaction? Well, I mean, it's my understanding that Shalana was considering things transactions that are a joke, and that's what they're doing to pump their numbers up. I want to see hard data, right? And I don't know that that's really out there. 2000 PMPO, I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, you get my point. If you don't like Cardano, don't come to my Cardano days. But I'm a believer in Cardano. I want to buy more. Let's see if we 749. Yeah, yesterday I couldn't fill the time. I wasn't excited about crypto. We might have to continue our Cardano conversation tomorrow. Let's look at DeFi Llama. I do have some stuff going on in Cardano. It's not exciting now, but I think that could start turning. There are some good, boring snooze fest opportunities out there in Cardano, though, that Retro will probably shit on, because it's not super exciting high interest rates. Oh, another metric is watts, RMS. Okay. Cardano number 25, the Milkomeda. We need to start looking at that too. Yeah, we're gonna start doing Cardano at least twice a week, maybe 3 times, maybe 5 times a week. Harmony 1, I don't know. You might be coming second fiddle. Now, Kurt, I can hear Kurt crying in a corner right now when he gets to the stream later. All right, Cardano, MinSwap. I got money over on MinSwap, I think. The thing that's interesting about MinSwap MinSwap, Sunday, and maybe that other one is they got some interesting farms, right? Like all farms on Harmony 1, almost every pool is their shit token and some other token. Over here, there's a lot of interesting things. You can do Cardano. For example, I love this one. This is my favorite pool right now. I'm very bullish LQ. I'm actually kind of bullish ADA. I need to start looking more into these projects. Ooh, I have some Kopi. You can get that now over here. This is interesting, a metaverse play, right? So 56%, 48% on 2 coins. I'm very bullish, Cardano and Liquid Finance. I think Liquid Finance is going to revolutionize lending and borrowing, where it's non-custodial borrowing, meaning I don't know how it's going to work. And hopefully this is something I need to check up on our boy Dwayne. Hopefully this is something we'll start seeing the because of the PAB improvements that they're doing, that they'll be able to launch here pretty soon. Let's take a look. Liquid. See if we got any updates here. A non-custodial. Are you kidding me? Does that not give you a B-dog? And by B-dog, I mean boner. Liquid batching. Let's see. Interest rates. There is no, please do not send ADA. It's a scam. May 27th. Is there a, do they have a Discord? Am I in their Discord? I'm going to start getting serious about some of this Cardano shit. They have a Discord. Let's freaking go. This Discord. Verify. Liquid. Bang. LIQWID. Booyah! I might have to add this announcement channel to our Discord. You do not, well, what the F, man? Why can't I see the announcements? Aqua Farmers. What is Aqua Farmers? Ooh, they have an NFT? That shit's dope. Oh my goodness, I'm off the rails, boys and girls. Yeah, you know what? We might have to do Harmony 1. I might be selling all my Harmony 1 for Cardano. I want one of these. When did this come out? Launch app soon. Let's see. Q3, Q4, Q1. Plutarch. External security audit. We're in Q2. Mainnet should be coming soon. So LQ Fair token launch. What does that mean if I'm already buying it on, like, you can already buy it? All right. I'm definitely going to be doing some more investigation on this and some of the other Cardano plays. It's time, boys and girls. It's very early. If this Vassal hard fork is successful, there could be a lot of opportunity over here, right? Not financial advice. I've been waiting. I've been patiently waiting for these moments to start happening. It's starting to line up right now, and I'm not going to miss the boat. I'm not going to miss the boat. I just did a George move right there. I do that every now and then. Because George loves to repeat himself. I'm not going to miss the boat. I don't think I do that because of George. I think that's just me, but it bothers me when I notice it. Wednesday Cardano days. No, I think it's going to be Monday through Friday Cardano days. Wednesday is Odin. Oh, is today Wednesday? It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's Wednesday, my dudes. My friend last week missed the boat on that one after like 3 weeks of doing that to me. 755. I just want to keep going. I'm excited. Cardano's got me excited about crypto. Not gonna lie, if Retro is getting excited about Cardano, you know. FOMO. If Retro says he's getting interested in Cardano right now, FOMO arigato, Mr. Roboto, FOMO. Oh, yeah. FOMO. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm not gonna miss out. I'm not gonna miss out on Cardano opportunities. Calm down. We'll still talk about Harmony 1. I don't know. I'm gonna be very sad if you're not in the chat, but I can't be dictated by just you, Retro. Right? There's a lot of good opportunity in Cardano. I don't know what to tell you. There's 8 people on my YouTube stream today. That's double what we had yesterday. And is Cardano part of that? Like, who? It's too late to do a poll, but all right, we'll do Cardano going forward. We'll do heavy doses. We'll do heavy doses of both. We'll do heavy doses of Cardano and we'll do heavy doses of Harmony 1. Right now, there ain't shit going on in Harmony 1 though, bro. Like, what do you want from me? Harmony 1's a big snooze fest. Everything's failing over there. Everything is failing in Harmony 1. Harmony 1 is failing. Jewel, DeFi Kingdoms, Avalanche is a disaster. DeFi disaster. Knight starting to tank, right? Knight's tanking. Knight's 22 cents. Colony, what? There's nothing but misery, pain, and heartache over here. There's no opportunity, right? I'm still yield farming. I'm still hoping. I'm down like $60,000 in Harmony One. Big Dick Chad and I say, oh, you need to respect Harmony One, all your gains. Bro, I'm probably negative in Harmony One overall now. Like long term, back in November. I was Big Dick Tom. Harmony One, thank you, Big Dick Tom. I'm a half a millionaire in DeFi Kingdoms. Now I'm broke as a joke. I can't afford the pot to piss in or when to throw it out. I've not used that expression since like the 90s. All right, everyone. I'm really sad right now because I do want to continue to go. I'm not going to lie. We're getting back on the Cardano train tomorrow. So I'm going to miss you tomorrow, Retro. I really enjoy when you're in the chat tomorrow. You can find a reason to talk about Harmony One, and we can talk about Harmony One. There's not a lot to do over here. You want me to go? You want me to go mine some jewels? Like I have been mining my jewels a bit more, but this is like a big like right now. This Harmony One is a joke. Harmony One is a joke in your town. Get up and get down. Like I like Kurt's like full blown, like he's probably unsubscribed by this point, but like what is there to talk about with Harmony One? Let's look at the daily. Is it a good time to buy Harmony One? Yeah, I think so, right? I mean, how could you not miss out buying Harmony One at 4 cents? Do I think it will see all-time highs? Yes. Do I think it's time to go in all in Harmony One? No. But right now, there's a lot of things happening with Cardano, so I don't want to miss any moves over there. Cardano's, I got a shitload of Cardano, so we're going to start doing some Cardano. Free ride. Yeah. Mars is a free ride. I would say, I don't know, because I kind of overextended myself. So I don't know if I'm still on a free ride or negative in Harmony One. Probably about even at this point. But either way, I don't know that yield farming, even in Harmony Run right now, is a good play. I really don't. The same thing goes true for Cardano. Again, if Bitcoin doesn't recover, and it's tanking right now, Big Dick SETI, I'm surprised he hasn't updated in the Discord how he's closed his short and made another profit. Bitcoin's at 31,000. It's getting ready to drop below 31,000, right? Bitcoin did not like the stream today. Let's see what happened in the stock market. Did it start tanking too, or are we just continuing to be uncorrelated? Nasdaq went negative. I don't know what news is out there, but the markets aren't like it right now. I think we're set up for the whole summer of this continuing to be the case. Again, I don't see any reason for the stock market to pump. I don't see any reason for crypto to pump until we start seeing signs of recovery in the economy, and that could take months to years if we're being honest with ourselves. Again, let me reiterate, we'll probably have another very long, boring bear market sometime on the horizon, whether that's now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now. There'll be another glut in the economy, right? And these are just times to buy. Buy. Stick to your guns. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Invest disposable income. Don't invest income that you need. Don't invest any amount of money if you need that money to pay your rent, or if you're saving up to buy a house in 2 years, right? You don't put money that you're using to save up to buy a house in 2 years unless you're willing to lose it. You put that money in something safe, right? You put that in maybe a CD or a bond, I don't know, or just a savings account, and you just add to that, and then you buy your house. Now, if you want to YOLO it and put it into stocks instead, not financial advice, now's a pretty good time. But if you're looking to buy that house in 2 years, this shit could last for 7. And you might be buying stocks for the next 7 years before that pays off. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be willing to adjust your timeline, or be willing not to panic sell. I would love to go on a rant about panic selling right now, But it's now 8:02 a.m. I got to get to work. Be here tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. PST. We're going to continue the Cardano discussion. If you guys can if you guys can hit the keyboard and give me a reason to talk about Harmony One tomorrow, a real reason, like, no, don't check. Let's check the prices in Harmony One. Shit hadn't changed. What's going on in here? You give me a reason to check Harmony One. We'll check Harmony One. But right now, I'm looking to maybe put some of my new Cardano to work over on some yield farms. I think there's a good opportunity over there right now. I think there's going to be some good projects coming out. I might put a little bit of work. If there's another chain you want me to go to, Near, Oasis, Rose, you give me a good reason to go check them out, we'll go check them out. Ethereum, I got reasons to go check out Ethereum. We can go check out how my was it Yearn finance rewards are doing. I love doing that. Boring to pleb ass, simp ass retro, but I'll take 10-12% on my Ethereum every day, all day. Anyway, 6:30 a.m. PST. Be there. You're an F and square. Love you all. Peace.